Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be assembling my bottom end. Right here I have my block that I got back from the machine shop a couple days ago. I went ahead and painted it, threw on the timing chain guides, even though this is wrong. So I got this back. I had it bored from 89 millimeters to 90, and it got honed. You can see right there. Got the top resurfaced. I had them gap my piston rings for me because it's like $120 for a grinding thing to grind the piston rings, and I only got charged 50 bucks for that, so I figured it was worth it. And then if we come over here, we have the head that I also painted. Don't mind I got some on there. When I take these exhaust manifold studs out, I'll resurface that, but the head's looking good. Another thing is I took a break from filming last weekend and I put some work in on the interior. I got the dash out. Hold up. I don't know. There's just like a bunch of black stuff on the firewall. It's like a foam or a sound deadener. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really get it brighter in here. But got the dash out. Got the crash bar out. All of like the heat and AC stuff is on the other side. I am going to be keeping the heat though. But like, look at how much more room I have. Yeah, but I've been breaking down the harness, like, so it's not all clumped together, and my main goal is to just be able to get the body harness or the chassis harness unplugged so that I can get it out of the engine bay, so that I can start cleaning this, deluming it, cutting things out that I don't need, reluming it, and just more importantly getting all this stuff out of the engine bay so I can start prepping that for paint, so I can paint it, because the engine might be done pretty soon and might be ready to go back in. So this is really the main thing that's holding me back. But yeah, inside, not much to it anymore, but that's just kind of stuff that I'm going to be doing off camera that I don't think you guys really care to see, and I'll just update you guys. There's other stuff I've been working on that I will show you later, but right now I guess we're going to start assembling the block. So the first thing we're going to want to do is get the wrist pin all full of assembly lube. Rub it all around. And then for these rods, I don't know if there's a certain direction that's supposed to face the front of the engine. It's really hard to see, but it says Eagle right here, so I'm going to assume that that is the front, and then that's going to point the same direction as that dot right there. And that should fit in really snug. And then I'm just going to clean off some of this lube. And then I'm just going to try to use my fingers to put these C-clips in. And then right above where the wrist pin sits, even though you can't really see it, but I might show it a little better when I do the other ones, is there's a little groove that the C-clip will just snap into, so just be mindful of that. So all of the pistons are on the rods. We could put the piston rings on now, but I'm just going to wait until we get the end caps off. Yeah, we have to go to Keegan's graduation party, and then we'll come back, and I might get these caps off, but I think we're going to start working on the main cradle and actually start getting some stuff going with the block. So for you it'll not be any time, but for us it'll probably be a couple hours. So the next step is we're going to put the main bearings in the block so that we can put the bearings in and the crank and the main cradle in, so we can test the clearances with some plastic gauge to make sure that everything is to spec. So we're going to put some fastener assembly lube on the threads so that we get the right torque reading to make sure that the threads go in nice and smooth. And I'm just going to put them in hand tight right now, and then I'll go back with an Allen key, but you don't have to like crank them down or anything yet. We'll do that later. All of the main studs are in, and I just tighten them down like hand tight. If you notice, this stud, that stud, and that stud are taller than the rest. And if we look at the main cradle, you can see that this one is sticking up higher, and so are these. And this is the front right here. So kind of like an L, like here's the front where the pulleys are. These two are taller, and this one's taller, and then these are all smaller. It might make a little more sense when everything's back together, but now the next thing that we're going to be doing is putting the bearings in. Right here I have some King main bearings, so I guess we'll put these in the block. So I guess I have Ka24de main bearings. So looks like I won't be working on this for a while. RIP. Yeah, I don't really know how that happened, but these are definitely not right. So I can't really do too much on this. And now I'm butthurt. Now I'm gonna go back and look to see if they just sent me the wrong ones, or if I ordered the wrong ones, or what happened. So I went back to my invoice, and I did in fact order the right ones for my engine. They just sent me the wrong ones. But I'm not going to get too mad, because I know that Njuku has really good customer service and they will make things right at their expense. But it just sucks that I won't be able to work on this for another week or two, and then it's just going to be a headache trying to take these to the post office, because they work 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. so everything is impossible. But yeah, I don't know. I guess the only thing I can really do now is just put the piston rings on. Definitely bummed, but I don't know. It happens when you're working on cars. So I'm picking this video up a week later. The last clips you saw were on a Sunday. So I emailed Njuku, and I wouldn't be able to hear back anything until Monday because they're closed. So what they told me was the bearings I had were right, that the single cam and the dual cam share the same bearings. So now here I have the bearing that I tried putting on a week ago, and I don't know if I can get you to see well. I just see, but now it kind of will go on. But before I pulled the camera out to make sure that this was the one I used, it didn't like want to go on. if you can, I don't know. But I'm just going to put that one in right now. I'll do it better in a second. But yeah, and then if we go and grab the other one, this is the one that I didn't use. This one should just go right on, just like that. So I have no idea what happened, but I didn't try this one, but that other one is weird. So I don't know if it somehow got damaged, not during shipping, because it comes in a bigger box. It's not just shipped in the box it comes in. So I have no idea. But I'm gonna put you guys back on the tripod, and I'm gonna get the rest of these bearings in, and then I'm gonna plastic gauge it off camera, and then I will be back. So this is all together, and next we're going to finish putting together the rods and pistons, which will be putting the bearings in the rods and the piston rings in the pistons. So I put the first piston in off camera because this thing's a piece of shit. Basically, if you don't like push it down, if you don't like have it held down, the ring will just pop out at the bottom. So it was kind of annoying, but I'll try to show you what I did for the other ones. But yeah, boys, and I started having second thoughts about if this would work or not, but it looks like we're good. So because of this super shitty compressor, I snapped one of my bottom oil scraper rings. So this might be rip for another week. So yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty mad now because now I have to go buy more rings. Right there, it's not focusing, but rip. But I'm still gonna do the rest of them before it gets too dark. So I got these connecting rods all torqued to spec. The only one is just this one that doesn't have anything in it because I need a new oil ring. So I'll probably have to order one, but yeah, I don't know what to do with this video. I guess the last thing that I'm gonna do in this video is I'm just gonna like put my head studs in, and I think that's it. Well, yeah. But I will start the video again when I put the other rod in to end the video. It's the next day, and I just ordered a new ring set for one piston. It was like $26 for all the rings for one piston, even though I only needed one oil ring. So I ordered that off Summit. That'll probably be here before next weekend. I'm gonna do that off camera. And then over here, I started putting some of the stuff back on the engine. In my free time, I cleaned up like the power steering pump. So I wrinkle blacked that, all VHT. So that looks a lot better. Didn't really do it with the alternator, but I did clean that up some. Over here is the alternator. So this turned out really bad. First I painted the silver, and then I masked off the silver to paint the wrinkle black, and as you can see, it just all flaked away, even though this is after I Scotch Brighted it. So then I had this all black, but even then, like if you look, it didn't even turn out good. I mean, right here, you can see it turned out how it was supposed to, but the rest of it was just really bad, and I figured that maybe the wrinkle black would actually stay, but no, even with painter's tape, that peeled off, and then it just looks really bad, so good thing the starter you won't really see. And then also like the timing chain cover and the oil pump too, so it's gonna look really good. I don't know what else. Right here I have a Gates water pump. Here I have a front main seal, rear main seal, ISR thermostat. In the next video, we're going to be doing all the head stuff. I just ordered everything for the head. I also ordered all of the gaskets that I needed for the engine. I just ordered the pulleys. And then this will be the next video. Very excited for that. But I think this is where I'm going to end it. Yeah, sucks that that happened with the rings, but you know, that's working on cars and stuff like that's gonna happen. So if you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe for more, whatever. Peace out and keep moving backwards.